Altar, an essential subject from Vinaypedia. An altar is usually associated with religion and is most often in the form of a table where sacrificial offerings are made to God. In Christianity, bread and wine are offered to the Lord. In the Krishna consciousness movement, various foods are offered and kept in front of the deity of Krishna. As these sacrifices are meant to please the Lord, they are spiritual. One is enjoined to follow certain prescribed procedures, with love and devotion being the most important element. Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Vinaycote's altar category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 8 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books for performing sacrificial ceremonies. 1. Require sacrificial ingredients, such as flowers, leaves and straw, along with the sacrificial altar and a suitable time, spring. Armad Bh Gavatam 2.6. 24. For the impersonalist, the fire altar of sacrifice is the supreme Brahman, and the offering is the self being consumed by the fire of Brahman. The Kaya-conscious person, like Arjuna, however, sacrifices everything for the satisfaction of Kaya, and thus all his material possessions as well as his own self. Everything is sacrificed for Kaya. Bhagavad Gita 4.25. One should perform his daily spiritual duties and then, with great attention, offer worship to the deity of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and also to the altar, the sun, water, fire and the spiritual master. Armad Bh Gavatam 8.16. 28. Arjuna is advised herewith by the Lord not to lament for the bodily change of his old grandfather and his teacher. He should rather be happy to kill their bodies in the righteous fight so that they may be cleansed at once of all reactions from various bodily activities. One who lays down his life on the sacrificial altar or in the proper battlefield is at once cleansed of bodily reactions and promoted to a higher status of life. So there was no cause for Arjuna's lamentation. Bhagavad Gita 2.22. The following offenses are listed. A. To be against the scriptural injunctions of the Vedic literature or to disrespect within one's heart the Armad Bh Gavatam while externally falsely accepting its principles. B. To introduce differing straws. C. To chew pan and betel before the deity. D. To keep flowers for worship on the leaf of a castor oil plant. E. To worship the deity in the afternoon. F. To sit on the altar or to sit on the floor to worship the deity without a seat. G. To touch the deity with the left hand while bathing the deity. H. To worship the deity with a stale or used flower. Armad Bh Gavatam 7.5. 23-24. The deity should be placed in bed with Armad Rdhr, and this should be indicated by bringing the wooden slippers from the altar to the bedside. When the deity is laid down, his legs should be massaged. Before laying the deity down, a pot of milk and sugar should be offered to him. After taking this thick milk, the deity should lie down and should be offered betel nuts and spices to chew. Kaitanya Karatam Ta, Madhya LL 24.334, Avamedhoyas or Gomedhoyas, sacrifices in which a horse or a bull is sacrificed were not, of course, for the purpose of killing the animals. Lord Chaitanya said that such animals sacrificed on the altar of Yah were rejuvenated and a new life was given to them. It was just to prove the efficacy of the hymns of the Vedas. By recitation of the hymns of the Vedas in the proper way, certainly the performer gets relief from the reactions of sins, but in case of such sacrifices improperly done under inexpert management, surely one has to become responsible for animal sacrifice. Armad Bh Gavatam 1.8. 52. The Chnodya Upanishad describes the Vedic sacrificial process. On the sacrificial altar, 5 kinds of offerings are made into 5 kinds of fire. The 5 kinds of fire are conceived of as the heavenly planets, clouds, the earth, man and woman, and the 5 kinds of sacrificial offerings are faith, the enjoyer on the moon, rain, grains and semen. Bhagavad Gita 8.3.